Oh boy, do we have insane news to talk about. We have the new Spriggan. Let's just get right into it. So as you guys may know, we've been waiting for Shoes BEY to come up in Beyblade Burst Sparking at some point because he's already been in several episodes. Well, now we actually know what it looks like, but before we talk about it, if we could hit 1,000 likes on this video, that'd be amazing. Double our like goal, but I know you guys can hit it. Also, subscribe to join the Nook Nation if you haven't already. But anyways, let's talk about Spriggan. So these pictures actually come from Koro Comics, of course, and there's two big ones that we're going to be talking about because this Spriggan has two pretty distinct modes. So talking about the first one, this is the right spin mode, and it is pretty circular. Looking at the ring, it is pretty circular, and gold and red is the main color. We also have a little bit of silver in there, and we can't really look at the edges because the quality of the picture is kind of meh, and it doesn't really show off the full resolution for it either, but it does look really round, and I don't know if it can like change modes or anything, kind of like Tempest Dragon can, but this is the right spin mode, and it is pretty round. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it's pretty round. I might say that a couple more times. And we're also going to be getting a new chassis here as well, which is really cool. I'm glad they're not reusing like 1A or like 1B or something like that. We're actually getting something that is unique to Spriggan, which is amazing. And if you look at the chip, you can see a lot of other really cool stuff as well. For the design, we have the really cool Spriggan face, which we have seen before, along with the kind of Spriggan crown looking thing going around the core. And talking about the core, it is metal, and it looks like they're going to be doing the same gimmick with Spriggan's chip and core that they did with the Diabolos chip. And if you don't know what Diabolos's chip gimmick was, it was pretty much you could change the prong. You can like twist the prong direction around, so that way you can use the chip in left or right spin. Yes, because it is a Spriggan, they obviously have to make it left and right spin, and they do here. But this picture is just the right spin mode, and how it changes over to left spin is pretty unique for Spriggan, but we have seen it before. So here is the left spin mode, and I think that this one looks definitely a lot cooler. This is probably the mode that I'm going to be using the most, just because of the way it looks, honestly. And also Spriggan in left spin has typically been, that's where it's typically the best. So overall, while the right spin mode was more gold and red with a little bit of silver, this is more black and red with like a little bit of gold in there, a tiny bit. One side reminds me of like Spriggan Requiem, while the other side reminds me of Legend Spriggan. So I like this left spin mode a lot more. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, that is a completely different ring. So are we going to be getting two rings in this booster? Well, no. And it is pretty much like Master Diabolos in that it is reversible. So like on Master Diabolos, you would just take it off, and there's pretty much two layers. So for Master Diabolos, you pretty much had a left and a right spin layer in one just by reversing it, and that is the exact same thing they are doing here for Spriggan. And the name for Spriggan as well is apparently World Spriggan. Definitely a unique name, that's for sure. And also World, I believe, is just one of the sides as well. The other one may have a different name, but that's kind of up in the air sort of right now, and we probably won't know for the next few days. But as soon as we find out, I'll of course be making a video about it. But still, we have World Spriggan, and just talking about the name for a second, I mean, we've had Legend, Spriggan Requiem, Lord, and now we have World. So it's a very unique name, that's for sure. I probably would have went with something else, but I think World is still a unique name enough, and I think it's pretty cool. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. So now guys, we move on to when is this BEY going to be coming out, because apparently in episode 23 of Beyblade Burst Sparking, so here just a few weeks from now, we have the new Achilles showing up. So we don't really know what that looks like yet. We haven't seen anything for it, but yet we see something for Spriggan. So how is this release date working out? We also know from the kind of teaser card that came with the Tempest Dragon set, those teaser cards always have like silhouettes of an upcoming Bey. We have a silhouette, and a release for that is September 19th. So it's looking like the new Spriggan is going to come out in September, but Achilles is not going to come out until October. So that's kind of long. We have Iga and Achilles showing up, and Achilles especially going to be showing up in like late August, early September, but his Bey isn't going to release until like over a month later. That's pretty interesting. I actually made a video where I talked about this a little bit just a few days ago, and I talked about how Achilles is going to be the next Bey that's coming out, most likely, and then Spriggan is going to be in that random booster, most likely. And now it looks like it's definitely flipped. Looks like Spriggan is going to be the booster that comes out September 19th, and then Achilles is going to be the October random booster, and hopefully that random booster comes out early in the month rather than later. And it's also kind of weird to me that Takara Tomy would do like a campaign for Iga a little bit by releasing all of the episodes of Beyblade Burst Super Z, which I talked about in my last video, that they would just release Achilles so much later. But still, we really will not know that much, and we won't know the full details until we see more pictures from Koro Comics. And also going back to Spriggan for just a second, talking about the parts, we're getting a full new chassis, a new chip, a brand new ring, of course. So are we going to get a brand new driver? Probably not. It's probably going to be something that we have seen before, whether it's Dimension or maybe Unite Dash. I really have no idea. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. But that is going to wrap up this video, guys. Just a little summary. We have a brand new Spriggan reveal, which is amazing, and has 2 different ring modes, both left and right spin, and Achilles might be coming out later in a random booster. Pretty crazy stuff. And of course, whenever we have brand new pictures or even higher quality pictures, I'll be making a video, so stay tuned, be subscribed if you're not subscribed. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Once again, we're trying to hit 1,000 likes, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have fun, and Bey away. There we go. Now we know where our base is gonna be. Please tell me you guys just saw that. Dude, my entire run almost just ended, but I fell into like the perfect